All right, we made it into the second round. We're going to play first. Ooh, we're playing against Arsenal Munch. He is a worthy opponent, to say the least. He was in the Mox Championships. We're not going to mulligan this one, though we would like to draw a few more 2-drops here. So we'll see what old Arsenal Munch has come up with for us here this time. We have a decent draw, though. I like it for sure. We've got... that's got to get even better here. So Syndic of Tithes into... Yeah, we're probably just going to slam Frontline Medic and then start beating down. All right. Syncopate is a potential issue, but I think we don't play around Syncopate here. Yeah, I'm just going to run it out there. No, I can't do that. Okay. And if we get lucky and draw a land, we can play Boros Elite and Warmind Infantry on the next turn. If he plays a reasonable blocker and he taps out for it, we can Massive Raid and hit him for 5. It depends. Hopefully we just draw a land here. Corpse Blockade is a reasonable blocker, and it's also one that we can't really do anything about. The good news is we can just attack with both and get in for 2 damage here. Yeah, so let's do that. I don't think we're going to be triggering Extort, or we're going to be triggering paying for Extort very much here. We do not have a pump spell. I guess I can just finish this thing off. Is that the way I want to spend my whole turn? That is the question I face here. I think it might be. I think I'm just going to Massive Raid this right now. Yeah, I feel like if we don't, then like the next turn he plays something with 2 toughness, I Massive Raid that, he sacks it, and we don't even get an attack in this turn at all. As it sits now, like he's got to play some pretty beefy stuff to stay in the way. And if he does, then we'll just wait. Oh, well, he did. Here's a Boros Charm. All right, well, let's just play a dude. Yeah, this doesn't change anything if we play it first. I still want to hit another land here, though. Attack him with both. He can't switch its power and toughness right now, so he's still going to take 2 damage. And yeah, we've got a nice little situation set up. Plus we have those Fire Fists, or whatever they're called, First Fist Striker guy, and we get to just sometimes play that guy and just pound on him. I mean, remember, this is going to make all our guys indestructible, so him having a 1/5, it doesn't really matter. Even if it becomes a 5/1, it's not going to trade for anything. If he lets us untap here, we can have a pretty nice attack. Wow, he's got 9 toughness up, but that's not very good versus us, thankfully. Attack with everything? Yeah, I think so. He's got good blocks, though. But we're just going to keep pounding away here. I'm going to run out the Wojek Halberdiers next. Again, I cannot pay for stupid Extort. Yeah, if I draw planes here, I can have a lot of options. I can have Shielded Passage and Boros Charm up for if he tries to like punish the enemy or guy with the trigger on the stack, or if he just does it before we attack. Oh man, Consuming Aberration's it's a 1/1. So that doesn't do anything here. Alright, we did draw the planes. I'm going to play it here. And I'm going to attack with everybody. Bunch of triggers and whatever. So we get in for 5 here. If I give this double strike, we get in for 6, 7, 8, which isn't really doing what we want. So I'm just going to let this happen. Play a Boros Elite. I don't know if I should pay. This would bring him down to 6. But if he has any type, like what sweeper can he have? Man, this 3-set stuff is mind-boggling. I feel like leaving Shielded Passage and Boros Charm up is probably better. Let's just do that. It might be too conservative, but I don't want to lose to randomly, like he tries to just kill one of our guys with some burn spell, or I don't know. Plus, frontline medic's pretty important here. We should have him next turn, though. I guess I could get him to 6. If I get him to 6, then I can Boros Charm. If I draw back-to-back lands, I can impact him. Yeah, that might have been better. I mean, we're going to win on board as it sits. He can't block with his Aberration, so we attack with everybody and just Boros Charm him. But I wonder if I just should think a little bit longer term here. He goes to 6. This is probably better. I think we're going to win through our creatures anyway. Alright, so he's got a Hellhole Flailer here. And he gets a couple of cards, including to punish the enemy. And of course a mountain there. He's not going to unleash this guy. He wants to be able to block. And he's got a 3/3 Consuming Aberration. Now, if he's got another spell, he can make this thing big enough to just sort of block indefinitely. But we do have some inevitability as we've got 9 damage sitting in our hand right now. It doesn't look like he has any way to gain any life here. Need to hit a bunch of lands to get to that point, but we've also got great attacks, and he really can't afford to attack us. Something like Inaction Injunction could be good for him. Alright, so he played Electrickery. So let's see what he does here. So he's going to mill away a Snare Squad and a Plains. Now he can switch this if he feels like attacking. I can't imagine that that's what he wants to do. And if he switches it, he opens it up to getting killed by some... Wow, he did switch it. Okay, switch this. Alright, so I'm going to Shielded Passage this guy. So that means that Boros Elite can block Nivik Cyclops or Consuming Aberration now as well. Because he's got 6, 10, 15. Yeah, he's trying to one-shot me, it looks like, but I think we're going to be able to get him here. That thing has flying. Alright, if we hit a Plains, that means I Boros Charm. I can pay for Extort, so he goes to 6. Yeah, we should be able to kill him here. He could have Far to bounce a guy. He's got a block here. He's taking 5. Can still pay for counterspell, so there we go. All right. We were able to get through. It was an interesting deck he's got there. It looks pretty potent. I mean, even though we were in pretty firm control for the better part of that game, he he had like a lethalish looking board there. I mean, he was approaching 20 damage if he could just one-shot us. The game was closer than it looked, I think. Alright, what do we have here? Ugh. Another hand that really wants red. Now, this Rakdos Shred Freak is pretty dead, but beyond that, this hand's actually really sweet. So, yeah, let's keep it. If we hit a few red sources, we can be in really good shape here. Oh, man. Our mana hasn't been kind to us, but we've been able to get through it anyway. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I'm just going to run the Halberdiers out there. I could run the Syndic of Tithes and then pay for Extort, but I think I just want to play Splatterthug after the Halberdiers and just make his life hell. Hellhole Flailer. Leashed or unleashed, sir? Unleashed, of course, because that is how one does such things. All right, we even drew a mountain here, so I think what I want to do is Splatter Thug Unleashed, and then next turn I'm going to play Syndic of Tithes and Rakdos Shred Freak, and then the next turn I'm going to play First Blade and have Shielded Passage up. That's my plan. So he wants to race, we're going to race. And we'll bring the race to your door, sir. Yup. These are going to be tough to block for him, although he does have a lot of high toughness, guys, and he's going to be hitting us really hard with this. So this is going to be a race. No doubt about that. Ooh, geez, this is going to be a real race. This also affects him, though, so it's not a great spot. And here's a massive raid. Here is a massive raid. We can use that to just kill this thing. That being said, we're going to be attacking him for 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to attack him for 8 here, and he doesn't have regeneration mana up. Yeah, I gotta love that. He can't just leave his mana up forever, so I think we're going to be able to nail that thing at some point anyway. So, yeah, let's get him. This prevents him from trading with the Wojek Halberdiers. He can trade for the Rakdos Shred Freak, but he's got to be miserable with that. He'd also take a damage off of it. All right, full curve outs. So this next turn, depending on what we draw, but if we draw like just a land or whatever, we'll have Viashino First Blade plus Shielded Passage, or we'll have Massive Raid. Massive Raid might kill him. If he taps out, we can 4 him with Massive Raid. We have to get 5 extra damage in. Actually, we can 5 him with Massive Raid because I can pay for Extort too. And this thing can't block. This thing can block, but whatever it blocks, he's going to take a damage. And what is he going to do? Pass a turn and leave regeneration mana up? That's not going to work for him. He's going to take a huge hit if he does that. So he's going to start with attacking with the Flailer. Oh, and the Gladiator. Yeah, because I mean, he figured he's not blocking with it anyway, right? So there's 8. Yeah, this suits me just fine. I mean, he can't put up blockers here. He just doesn't have that opportunity here. And we can kill him next turn. Like, we have a lot of ways to kill him next turn, actually. This is 4 damage. This is 4 damage as well. What do you have? The 1/5. Yeah, he's just dead, I think. Oh, no, he can... Yeah, he can Electricity this guy. Yeah, that's what he's going to do. Okay, that's a good start. I think he's still just dead, though, right? He blocks this. He takes 5. Oh, no, that makes the Massive Raid better. But if we play Viashino... He blocks that. He takes 3, 6, 7, 8. But we can pay for Extort. Yeah, so he's just dead. So, yeah, Viashino. Pay. This is a key one. And kill you. Blocks that. 3, 6, 7, 8. And it's exact. Oh, it's actually one extra. I forgot about that, too. All right, on to the finals we go. That was a quick one. His deck looked like it was kind of equipped to try to race there, and it was. I mean, we were dead on the next attack if we didn't kill him, but we had a lot of ways to kill him. All right, finals.